Still holding on to a couple of blood grenades here. We'll see if they want to make a move, but Jabz CSing very comfortably so far with his now full ring of health online.
Yep, and bot lane you see previously Q, like that is what you should do as a position for. He was like rotating to the jungle to check each camp what creep is spawning for the Doom.
As there is going to be first blood up top lane. Doesn't go the way of Mushi, but a little bit uncoordinated attempt there from Boom. Good damage really onto Q, but that blood grenade was not going to do enough work. A second blood grenade, the heals as well.
That was
Dispel. It's going to be Natsumi who falls first. The right clicks come out in time from Talon.
Yeah.
That would have been a big heal for him otherwise.
Blocking the magic damage from the life drain.
Yeah, I mean, blocking the magic damage as well from Nether Strike even, right?
All those as well, like dispelling that's huge against the SB.
It's a big dispel game.
Yeah, normally you see players getting used against SB, and bot lane now Jabz, he's alone.
It's Mushi actually is going to be the target, just living, not enough HP regeneration, try to hide behind the tree. Ollie will find him. Natsumi though is going to be able to pick off Jabz. That's Q with a nice old charge in. I think that's just going to be a 1-for-1 trade.
I guess you don't really need the Vanguard since you have so much sustain with the Spirit Siphon.
Right. I wonder what he is thinking though.
But it's good. Do you get Greaves this game? Greaves sounds good. You have an Oracle.
Last, oh, well, that's pretty good. Xepher and Mushi string together a kill very easily on the 23. It just got simply too aggressive, honestly, into the face of the DP.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to say that against a Void Spirit. I do forget he tends to itemize more into physical damage these days alongside the TA, so maybe that's not the best choice. Yeah, charge is going to connect. TP is coming in courtesy of xNova. It's Mikoto who's delayed slightly by the blast off. The damage resist up to 40%. Not enough as Q is going to go down at least before he loses the courier. They're going to keep chasing here. There's a sticky bomb, not much else. As Mushi also taking a bit of harass. Sticky bomb actually follows Mikoto, very persistent through the astral step.
But I would prefer having like a haste or a DD and on Void Spirit. So bot lane another charge, not me.
That was a pretty sneaky move. Q actually TP'd to the tower first and then charged Natsumi, so did not get to see him coming from across the map. Mikoto connecting on this rotation, just barely misses on the Aether Remnant. Has another Astral Step. Still lots of this shield rune intact as he will make the play aggressively, and it's Jabz who snipes it there with that chain light.
Yeah, I'm glad that you actually brought that up.
You're a charge-based hero, you know, so you've got those Spirit Siphon charges, so I imagine that's incredibly useful. Reducing your downtime as well on a silence.
And the ulti, that's huge too.
That's a good point. Like, she's very spell-based hero, right, this Death Prophet, so I certainly see that being quite a useful pickup as they do contest over the 8-minute runes. Goes into the bottle of Mikoto. Is a DD activating that now. We'll get through Yopaj. I believe that's the second kill now Mikoto has over him. So they do look for one more. Joining the fray as well as 23 TPs to the tower. The trap not doing it nearly enough there, so Talon are not going to be able to capitalize on that third power rune. So we've had DD, Shield, and now the Invis. So Haste is still in the pool. Arcane's pretty big this game, I'd say.
Yeah, probably the haste one is the... I guess that's probably the best remaining rune.
Oh, good catch onto Yopaj. Wow. 3 kills now. Mikoto, sure, he's had a bit of help every single time, but...
Yeah, he's really good at using the Aether Remnant.
However, Winter, without the Rupture, seems like Talon are eager to continue. Maybe looking for a bit of a scrap here. 12-minute
Here comes
rune.
Mushi. Mushi's strong.
12-minute rune is bottom again. I think all the runes have been bottom, but in trouble is now going to be Mikoto. Big charge on through from Q will not save the life as it's xNova who cuts him down with level 3 Purifying Flames. 350 gold for him as Mushi underneath the tier 1 tower. He goes, is going to be able to out-damage the life drain from Ollie.
And
this, 2 for none.
This DP is so strong, man. They really need to be careful engaging into the DP right now. Natsumi is playing in a very, very safe spot.
He's taking the Twin Gate up top. The scan has at least scouted out Natsumi, who may be the target instead.
Oh no, Natsumi.
Talon are going to be able to find him under the cover of this smoke, holding onto the Doom as they won't need it for this kill. Surrounded by all 5, it's Talon who are going to be able to get the superior move around the map. Roche is going through the portal. Okay, Talon are going to consider it? Really? I mean, it's not that fast though, Winter, especially with these bashes. Someone needs to tank for 23. Mikoto will get it done. The smoke finally comes through from Boom, but right as Roche is going to drop.
Can they still fight though? They have like a...
thinking about it. Rolling Thunder, they've got themselves...
They have pretty good vision here set up.
D-Ward, but for now, Talon making their way out of here. Oh, just in time. One person left behind.
Are they just going to chase them through the gate?
They are. The charge is going to go on to 2. That's already going to be Xepher dead in the meantime, but doomed up and in trouble is Mushi. False Promise is not available for him as Yopaj down to the low ground. Where is the Oracle? Taking the Twin Gate here, trying to support Mushi here, but he's going to be forced out away from the gate and killed off. All right. They were unable to really,
I guess
coordinate on going through the
for
gate.
some reason they decided to half commit there.
Yep.
Or maybe DP wanted to go and then Oracle was like, no, I'm not going. And then I feel like if they are all there at the same time, maybe they could have taken a fight with the fourth.
Oh no, and now they're on to Yopaj in the middle lane. It just doesn't end, Winter. One more bash will do him in. Not needed. It's Q who finds the kill.
Yep. Every time something like this happens, like one person dies on the other side of the map, you lose your formation.
I guess maybe they're just expecting this Spirit Siphon to be enough healing here.
Yeah, but still, it's nice, you know. It's nice to have it, and you have a cleanse against the TA traps or the Plasmatic Crab and everything else.
23. Oh, they're gonna pop the X. Oh my goodness, Xepher nearly one shot there, but the Techie's minds will be able to at least claim the life of 23 Savage in return, who has no BKB here. Yopaj in position on the pinballs, does not find the stun, but the silence is still good. Ollie with a little life drain there as Jabz finds the Doom now onto Natsumi. Didn't get the BKB off. Xepher kept out of this fight by Q. Xepher was already out of mana, by the way. The false promise now onto Natsumi, and xNova's dying breath is not going to be good enough. The damage overwhelming out from the side of Talon.
Yeah.
No more Spirit Siphon charges out from Mushi either, so Mikoto might continue chasing. No. Okay, I think they're going to chill.
Oh, Ollie might be dead here.
I think so. No,
okay, he's fine.
And again, one of the most bang for your buck damage items for Universal Heroes, for right clickers anyway. Xepher, he's going to, take in a little bit of that damage. He's actually going to be fine.
Oh my gosh, look at so much damage that he did. And Dakis is not even like a squishy hero right now.
Careful. Top lane, Yopaj, though, certainly feels a bit squishy. That's going to be a rupture onto Q. Yopaj able to sneak away for now. Natsumi is going to hop the BKB as Ollie keeping his man Q alive through the rupture. The route onto 23 out from xNova is going to delay things slightly here, but Jabz maybe for another way on in. Silence is going to force Q to follow through on this particular jump in, but it's a good fight so far for Talon as they get through xNova. He buys back instantly. 23 pops his fresh BKB. They're looking for the kill onto Q. xNova gets it, but Yopaj nearly dead here to the right clicks of 23 Savage under the cover of the BKB, shrugging off the Rolling Thunder. xNova on his buyback will go down just as fast as he did on the first life.
Oh my
God. It's just Talon. They're just cleaning up here.
Boom is just
kind of chain feeding?
Yeah, they're not really having a good time in terms of like this hero just feels so obnoxious in the team fights. If you don't have if you don't have vision, you don't see him coming.
Speaking of vision, Talon see this coming because boom, smoke right underneath the ward. Mushi make that. He's able to get off the Exo. He's being healed up a bit as Yopaj gives chase now with the Rolling Thunder, but he doesn't even spook 23 into popping the BKB. Now the counter initiation's coming. Mikoto, I think, hit 3 there as the charge connects on
Holy
to
shit.
4. And look at the damage to the rupture. Not doing anything here as they do find themselves a Doom onto the Bloodseeker. Yopaj trying to get back onto the high ground as Q being held down with another charge in another second. xNova is going to be the target. He will fall.
What is this damage? Oh, he has Orb of Destruction. Okay. Holy shit. He just disappeared the DP.
That he did.
No armor items, just the face wood.
Too late to contest Roshan number 2. Aegis and Cheese dropped. Aegis into the inventory of 23 as Mikoto's Void Spirit is going to go ahead and collect the cheese. Well, so far, the Dota part not going so well for Boom. Talon, once again, playing a really clean game. They started off the season taking that surprise loss from Bleed, and ever since then, I mean, they've been eager to really reclaim it and get that victory again. Out go Boom, though, the last defense here as the charge on in, completely disrupting the initiation onto 23 Savage. Rolling Thunder not really accomplishing much out from Yopaj. It's really just keeping xNova alive. The illusion's doing a lot of damage to him. There is a false promise ready. They might need to throw this onto Mushi. Oh, the damage on the clean.
Oh my God.
That was a close one. That'll certainly get your heart pumping here as Talon, I mean, not really looking much worse.
Without the false promise, what can they do right now? The DP can go in. How are they going to kill them?
There's a rupture, actually. Not a bad one on Mikoto, who has
Where's the damage?
He's going to be killed off.
Where's the damage?
Damage is the Doom. Is going to be on Natsumi. Mikoto, he gets the damage. It's really 23 who jumps in, finds the kill. Oh, goodness. And that's Natsumi dead for 45 seconds here. That's at least Megas, if not just quite frankly wintered the game here. I mean, not to mention the Void Spirit physical burst as well, right? This Manta is really no joke. I mean, my man's got, he's got another actually. He's got Lincoln.
You're actually right, Maybe it's a good thing not to get an Echo Saver and just get Manta, right?
I kind of agree. I mean, when you can just, everyone charges in, when you're not really so much afraid of this silence, why the heck not Winter Q? They can't even get through the pipe of Insight Shield. That barrier, keeping them alive. Ollie as well, keeping everyone sustained and topped up as Boom will be able to force Talon off the high ground. I talked to 23 the other day, quite eager to win this match, to win their Friday match, so they can, get the rematch versus Bleed, and as they say, exact their revenge. So they're still playing for a lot here over on the side of Talon.
Yeah, they're showing a lot of discipline on the team.
And look at this damage. Look at this damage on Natsumi, courtesy of Mikoto. Mikoto actually looking for the squishier backliners as he is going to get a rupture now onto Q. Stun will find two of them as well, but Natsumi in trouble. Careful here, the dissemblate, not enough. They're trying to, well, actually xNova doesn't even have the ultimate, just barely came off cooldown because he's only a level 11. A level 1 cooldown 2 punishing as Mushi is going to be the next to go down. I think it just has to be. There's not even, yeah, it just has to be. They killed him right after he activated the EXO as well. Doesn't have buyback, Winter.
There's nothing more they can do right now. They just have to think about what went wrong this game, try not to be too affected by it, and try to play the next game. You know, I feel like they have a pretty good draft setup. Like the pick sequence, I feel like a lot of the things that they're doing in the draft made a lot of sense. They played the early game laning space pretty decently. Mushi was pretty fat, you know, from the lane itself. I felt like he could have actually potentially carried the game on his own.
Indeed, Neil, still on game number 2 here. We'll see if it's going to be Boom Esports with the Yopaj Ember Spirit, who can push this to a game number 3.
Is fine. Talon is one of the better supports against Spirit Breaker and Partner. Can always disrupt them in the
23? 23? He's going to go down.
Okay.
2 points there in Time Walk, even with the defensive, you know, style here of 2 points in Time Walk.
Items on your slots, you know, you don't want to waste it on like having nothing. Stats.
Gaben gave you a backpack, you better use it. Just fill it with branches.
Yep, so haste rune for Yopaj.
Not bad.
It immediately.
And it's going to allow him to get a kill onto Q. Mikoto has 2 Astral Steps, unlikely to actually get a kill here on a Yopaj. Has the Remnant. Will he actually go for this? Bit of a dicey move, especially as Ollie is going to die from behind. Level 5 only for the techie. So far, so good. So there is actually a Jabz Spirit Breaker charging on in. Interrupted, though, as the cogs placed down by xNova in place. That's going to be the Nether Strike, though. xNova fighting through this one's going to die to Jabz, if not the mark damage.
Yeah, it's
go down.
So difficult for the SB to charge him whenever Clock works around with the power cogs. I mean, why is he rotating over here to there's a stack?
Okay.
I mean, that's not even that much money for them, you know.
Something, I suppose, wasted time. Mushi drawn on over to the stack. There is another strike ready here, Winter. Aether Remnant as Mushi pulled back on in. Has Rolling Thunder. Chrono only catches xNova. There's a pause immediately as 23 says lag. There he goes. All right, so he's over the Chronosphere. He makes it out alive, and xNova is just too damn tanky. Mushi now easily able to start the Rolling Thunder and in trouble and killed off his Mikoto. Natsumi even TP. What is Natsumi doing here? I guess they're going to push the tower. Winter 23 without Chrono.
I mean, at least he's not dying, you know.
He's level 9 as well. He's got Stone Gaze, and he's going to push with the 10-minute wagon.
You should always be more proactive as a carry nowadays.
Now joined by xNova. Xepher as well has blast off in 3 more seconds, but the Prox Mines are going to do the trick. That's an easy kill.
Is owning the Spirit Breaker, man. Owning.
I think the only awkward part for Boom is that they haven't managed to find a fight with this Blink Dagger on Mushi. Bottom could be their timing, though. Natsumi is the target of this smoke, I believe. Yeah, he is. Q Smoke's going to break as well. Natsumi. Hookshot. Nicely done there. Hookshot top lane for Mikoto as he's going to be targeted.
Mushi.
Mushi looking for the right kind of a blink in. Has blink in 7 more seconds. Doesn't even need it. And he will be able to set it for the kill onto Mikoto quite comfortably.
Yep, nice pick off there by Boom. That's a pretty important kill on the Void Spirit, delaying his Manta timing so that the Ember Spirit chain is always going to be a threat.
Little gate for gate play. Hold on, what's going on here? xNova down bottom this time. So they are looking to close the door now onto Ollie. He's going to find himself in a bit of an awkward spot. They're going to chase onto Xepher here a bit, but they're going to turn now back with the blast.
Nice shackle.
As well. There's going to be a Chrono. Catches 3.
For the defusal.
Damage, though, out from Mushi as well. There's Stone Gaze out in the nick of time as Natsumi's completely out of mana here, Winter. Q really committed for this kill and should have had a rather quick shot. No, the disarm time. Natsumi gets the kill, but it's going to be Talon who persists and managed to nuke through the pitiful HP pool that the Dusa has. xNova does actually manage to get off the Lotus, so he's alive for now. He's got also the cogs, which keep him alive a bit longer. Good vision now onto Jabz. So he got off a little charge, but the disarm from Mushi will not be able to stop the TP, and Yopaj is here far too late.
Q MVP that fight.
But it's maybe they're not still completely out of it yet, but Boom with a little bit more of a, you know, messy fight, honestly. I'm surprised Yopaj did not take that twin gate after they got the kill. I thought
Here comes Mushi. He gets the heal. He's trying to time the roll.
Oh, and he's got him here. Can they perma-stun him, though? The root. Oh, I think they've got him with Lovely, lovely stuff. This is the old build. This was like the first build that people were going for on Pango. Do you remember?
Don't flame my Pango not going defusal. Shut the fuck up, guys. So Medusa has Diffusal Manta completed, so probably going, you go for Butterfly, I guess you go Butterfly next against, because you need to have the evasion against the Focus Fire.
The Proverbs, Winter.
The Proverbs?
Proverbs, yes. Never mind, don't worry about it. Itemization, very important.
Strike.
xNova is going to be up on this cliff, actually finds 2 on the stun, and it's going to be joined by a Xepher. Xepher pulls down from the cliff, and they find the shackle. It's like super awkward here. I think somewhere Arteezy just woke up from a nightmare as Ali in some trouble, just getting off a long duration life drain, but eventually the damage is too high.
How did he not die?
Because he ended up on the cliff, honestly. He got another strike up to the cliff, I believe.
Right, thanks to the mech and the solar crest.
Yep, mech, solar crest, and then and then Xepher getting dragged down by the Aether Remnant.
I mean, this is definitely not looking good for Talon, man.
What is this? In trouble? No way. Mushi, is he going to get him again? Yopaj, the root. Oh, 23 gets off the sidewalk, and now turning with the Cronus Spear. The damage not good enough, though. Yopaj, barely goes down. The tip on the Mikoto out from 23 is now Mushi could be in trouble. Next charge now is Jabz joins from the bottom lane and will pick up the kill with another strike. A 2-for-none trade.
23 says, not this time, Mushi. Not this time, you old fool. So they have Aegis on Medusa. Medusa's gonna have a Butterfly in a short while. How are you still remembering from the laning phase that this guy has 5 branches?
Well, because it's unheard of. Why?
It can't be bad just by stats, you know?
I mean, I
Last
guess
hit.
it's a lot of gold. I mean, that's a lot, especially because he bought 2 more GG branches instead of using 2.
So you're only wasting 3, so that's another hook shot.
That's a hook shot onto Ollie. That does kind of free up Jabz here if he wants to charge his way on. Now, for now, though, Talon
Ollie's running away.
Super eager into this fight. Oh, the blast off. Xepher catches him, and Mushi with the Yule Scepter at the ready to cancel the TP. He says, you think you're getting away from me? I think not.
You think I have Diffusal? No, I have Yule.
I have Yule. Didn't even need to use the Yule Scepter either. I quite like a hook into SB Charge as well. Vacuum out of SB Charge, I think, is also pretty stylish. Mikoto, he's going to need to make some stylish moves. Oh, Mikoto! Oh, Mushi with the Yule Scepter sets up for the stun. He has Blink. Yeah, you bet your bottom dollar he hits those. And now the lockdown. No, it is! Zephyr's, the sticky bomb chased him through the Astral Step, and that's a kill, all set up by Mushi.
Okay, actually, maybe
Well,
not the
not the win. I mean, look, I think it makes sense here. I think, you know, well, we're kind of having a fun time talking about the Yule Scepter, but I don't think we're necessarily wrong. Aegis, by the way, has been reclaimed here, Winter, so good time for Talon to try and regain a foothold in this game as Jabz makes the initial charge on in, taunted up, losing a lot of mana. Here's already Natsumi, the Chrono Spear. It catches 2, Yopaj, but they're focusing on the Xepher as Mushi looking for a bit more control in the fight. Q's going to go down. Natsumi A-okay, honestly, and in trouble. Instead, it's going to be Ollie. Consumes a Lotus here, trying to escape as Jabz holding on to his BKB charge, finds a 2-man charge on in. 23 on the way in, but it's xNova with a huge ulti, connects 2 on the stun, and they're dying too quickly, but Natsumi out of mana, out of life just as quickly. 23's got the damage now, and he's managing to win this fight, chasing now after
he got him!
As Q does manage to catch him there as well. 23 on the triple kill. What the hell happened?
God, that was such a big fight there.
Who I think is going to do the same Manta trick. Yeah, there he goes. You can send your own units through there, so I'm wondering why he insists. I mean, it's you get more Manta uptime, so I suppose maybe that's the reason.
Yeah,
but
that's probably the main reason.
Yeah. 3 sees 2. Enough for him to want to make the jump in. Jabz as well, poking from the side, but Roshan 30 seconds. Both teams very patiently awaiting his return. Mushi, caught by the Aether Remnant.
Hook shot,
23 as well. 23 being him.
Oh, he's dead!
Down!
No buyback!
Just killed like that! Does not have the buyback. Now Mushi giving chase. Jabz, under the cover of the BKB. No!
He got it!
Mushi blinked on back, knew exactly how long that BKB buff was.
Mushi says, I'm the better offlaner, Jabz. I don't need any offlane practice. I'm just straight up the better offlaner right now. Yeah, the man does not fear death.
Especially when he's got Yopaj by his side.
Yeah, so by the way, the Medusa is queuing a Hex.
so they're going to be able to top up Mikoto, and he makes it back to the fountain easily. Xepher now delivered for Yopaj, leaves him without buyback. Winter, he's holding on to a cheese, but without buyback now in the December Sphere, it does give him more remnants, more mobility to try and potentially get on top of Ollie and Q.
Hey, this gets the hex again.
Fight. Do they have the damage this time? Mushi with the Rolling Thunder. No, he bounces off the wall. Winter Blink was just on cooldown, getting chased now, just a bit too slow. But careful, 23. That's going to be now a phenomenal counter initiation, just out of range as well. He barely gets out alive. Ollie, as well with the self-decrep, managing to survive as Mikoto goes back in, wants his kill onto Mushi, doesn't quite have the damage, however. Natsumi with no more Stone Gaze.
The hex!
No, but the hex! There's no DKB! The damage is just too high. Decrep or not, Winter. Didn't come out.
No, he has no buyback. I guess that's it for Talon. They're gonna lose at least 2 lanes of Rex right now from this. Just when you think Talon is gonna win this series, and boom, is right. Nope. Mushi's like, nope, I'm gonna win this game, and I'm not gonna buy Diffusal on Peggle and still win this game.
I'm gonna still win. Diffusal overrated. Yules is the item. The Pash catches Jabz into the Abyssal Blade. Careful here. The Yules Scepter, I think that might have been Mushi's actually, kind of doing Jabz a bit of a favor, but it's 2 full lanes of barracks. Q is gonna respawn here, but it's still 30 seconds more until you have 23. He's gonna have everything when he respawns, but
I mean, he just finished Skadi.
yeah, now it looks like they're going to make a play for this. Dusa does not have buyback here, Winter,
I mean,
though.
I feel like he doesn't need buyback if they play their cards correctly. He's not going to die.
He's not holding the cheese either. We'll see what ends up happening as 23. No, actually, part of it's Mikoto in, but 23 now with the RP, managing to catch two, but he's stunned. The stone. Now, it's going to be too fast on his fingers. It's still not enough to actually save the life of Mushi, who's dead for 1 minute and 10 seconds without buyback. That's the buyback now of Ollie. As Talon, they've held so far okay. Careful though.
Yopaj
now able to open up. Yopaj now with the DD and trying to do as much as he can, but it's Xepher from the side, finds the kill on the 23 as Natsumi pumps out the damage with the stun. The thing to condemn 23, still without buyback on the face.
Q, he's trying to turn.
Can he though? I don't really think it's possible.
Yeah, he didn't have Shackle. Like, do you even have enough damage to kill the Medusa? I don't think so.
They may struggle here. This Void Spirit, his own Nullifier, his own Diffusal Blade.
They need to try to get like some Aether Remnant into stuff Shackle play.
There's an Aether Remnant. The counter initiation might be too good, especially as Xepher catches 2 on the blast off. Makoto's out and free, but Jabz isn't. He's dead for a minute 10 without buyback. Q not even able to survive under the cover of the power of the Wind Run, as that's going to be now Ollie going to die back. Natsumi just focusing onto the building, says boom, playing it clean, playing it disciplined. We'll be able to secure the Megas before they go any further now into the base of Talon, but a 3 versus 5 here, Winter, especially now with Stone Gaze back already available. 23 is going to call it. Talon, they will be forced to game 3 against Boom Esports with Coach Mushi in the off lane doing a lot of work on the tank.
I mean, Charlie Fong is definitely the carry this game, man. His use. Amazing decision to actually decide to go for the Yules this game.
Yeah, it's not the easiest game. Like, even just say Song plus Stone Gaze is a pretty nasty combo. So you have a lot of good setup there. It's not the most natural team fight, but it looks pretty good if you can execute.
I think last hitting, he's really good at like, okay, never mind, maybe he's gonna die.
Maybe Mushi, 12 wand charges, gets off the Mystic Snake, 2 bounces, lots of mana as 23. I think he's got a little bit too much armor for this, to be honest.
That wasn't too bad.
Be fine. Yeah, First Blood is going to go the way towards the techies.
I actually meant that wasn't too bad for Mushi. Because they have to use a lot of HP and mana to get that kill.
Agreed. And the cooldowns here as well. 23, Mushi out fighting one. You dare approach the king. The king of lady. Look at that. Stone cold Mushi not even reacting.
Yep, so back towards the bot lane. Like, Mushi is still in struggle city, 9 CS against the 24 of the Terrorblade.
How's his experience though? His experience is just fine.
Tech is gonna TP mid. X-Mark.
X-Mark into the torrent now. Ooh, the physical damage not enough for the magic damage. Ooh, Disseminate in time. Mikoto running for his life.
700 reach, right click.
He's right click. Oh, it's the cleave that's gonna get him. Yopaj with some style points. Starting to pop off in this kind of a series here, Winter. xNova thought about throwing the arrow, but he will resist the temptation for now.
Yep. Once again, a pretty good early game, you know, for Boom. Shadow Demon disruptor.
Mushi is in trouble here against 3 supports. 23 even pops the wand charge, and Mushi, he will go down. He actually saves the wand charges. Didn't really think he'd make it out of there alive, and it's hard to blame him.
Yep.
Has Jabz bought more sticks though? No, not quite.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So both teams are very contented.
Whoa, hold on.
game.
They're on a 23. Okay, Yopaj bringing in the boat. There is a point in Sunder for the stuns. The burst damage, not enough. Ollie in there with the save as the Stone Gaze is going to signal the retreat here for the side of Boom, especially as Jabz took the twin portal over. Once again, Mushi all by himself here, Winter. 21 charges, has Stone Gates, and again, wasting no time to use it. See you later. I don't know what you do against this team. Mushi's farming, quick, punish him. He's trying to play like a carry. Oh, he used his ulti and ran away. Now, actually, Boom, mustering here, wanting to take a fight. There is going to be a meta intense, but they're not going to like this fight if they can burst through Jabz fast enough. Doesn't really look that likely. Natsumi also having Song of the Siren available. The magic damage starting to really get to Jabz. Look at the illusions. Oh my goodness, Sunder out from 23 Savage just to keep Jabz alive, but he's going to be brought back X marks and into his death. The Doom onto Yopaj. Mikoto wants to go in on the back of this, has the shield rune, so he's actually very tanky. 1,000 shield right now, but the TPs not going to come through quite yet.
Mikoto's going to die?
Just
they give him a Lotus?
with the song. They feed him a Lotus, and so far so good for him. He still has his 9-second BKB, but Winter, not a lot of HP to fight around, but a full team to try and fight him. Roche, though, going down real fast. Scans are coming out, proximity mines as well, alerting Boom to the presence of enemies. But Roche, on less than 100 HP, will fall and ages into the hands of Natsumi. Mikoto, caught by the X mark, has Manta, has Dissimulate. Will use the Dissimulate first. Is Mushi hunting.
Sit everyone down on the table and talk about his in-out-in strategy, like how he wants us to move in, poke.
Right.
And when the top lane is doing a poke, the heroes on the bot lane should not show.
Got it.
So you give the enemy false information that you're going top.
Xepher, I think he's in trouble here. He will die. Q with plenty of damage from downtown.
Fight, so everybody's like dodging around, split pushing. So Hex is the answer to split push.
Got it. You like that even more than the water park Kunkka, which may be useful to force the issue. That's a BKB on Doom. He's not going to be spooked to use it this early, although maybe he should have, because the arrow catches him.
I think he could not see the arrow.
The illusions, I was going to say, they masked the arrow quite well. In come more illusions now. As Natsumi, he's starting to tank a little bit here out from the enchant. Another arrow does actually catch her. She's burnt herself into it.
Oh my god.
Hit by the silence, has Manta style, but Talon's starting to fall one by one. Natsumi really starting to take a bit of damage here. Does need to be a bit careful with the hearts. Gonna make it off of the high ground here relatively safely.
And Boom is doing it, Richie. What is going on? Talon is on the ropes.
Talon a bit on the ropes here. Boom have him exactly where they want him, as even Ollie steps a bit too close. He will go
they have to buyback. What's going on? They're not using buybacks to defend.
They don't think they can take the fight, I guess. There's still ages for 50 more seconds, Winter. There's the buyback number 1. Certainly now Jabz is going to conserve it right before... Anyway, you are forced to fight. There's going to be now the meta. That's the signal to go in. Natsumi is going to die in his first life. They need to doom him. They need to do something to prevent that song from coming through. But it's Mushi in to protect his lad. It's Natsumi. He's away as well. Oh, Jabz couldn't find the real one in time. So now the BKB charge does feel a bit wasted. Prox mines as well, covering the retreat of Blue Esports as Talon. They just are going to be left empty-handed.
I mean, you know what? Natsumi is not disappointing his coach this game. He's been doing a great job on the Naga.
And Talon are smoking just to kind of run at their own tier 3 tower. They're looking for a Doom. They will find one now as they're looking for a good fight. Muted and in a lot of trouble, taking a ton of damage.
Jabz is dead.
There goes Mushi. Jabz, he's going to go down here outside of the disruption. He will fall. Like Aurora was saying, you can disrupt one person, but it's not going to be enough to turn the fight. Now Natsumi no longer doomed. Eager to get back in there. Look at this, the damage onto Mikoto, pulled back by the tidal wave. Sunder is going to be used to at least allow 23 to continue fighting, but he does not have the meta anymore. He's going to be now safe for a second, but Natsumi resetting the fight.
Nice
as
Mikoto,
done. He just bought back immediately into the song. Will perhaps look to chase here a bit, Winter, but can't catch a damn thing.
He needs Daedalus?
I think he's got MKB now.
Oh, he needs MKB for the butterfly.
Mushi's just picked up 4 bounty runes, by the way. Oh, and I think he's going to kill Q for free here. Well, we'll see. Well, xNova will certainly be able to help out here. Look at this damage, by the way, on the Marana leaps. As 4 heroes come back to dispatch of Q. Okay, I mean, I guess not somebody doesn't really need help with a Roche, honestly. Down he goes.
Yeah.
They can't target you with a spell, that's for damn sure. Well, Mikoto might think about making a go here against the Dusa. We'll see.
How are they going to kill him?
Yeah, they'll try. It's a lot of damage here on the Mushi. Mushi, he's lost all of his HP,
they actually
his
can
mana.
kill him.
They
Alright,
kill
I
him with
eat my
this.
words.
You have to eat it like you're eating your dinner just as quickly. Fortify for Fortify, a little bit of a base trade being proposed, but Talon,
Naga
they don't want
back.
it. They're TPing him back. Jabz, though, he blinked into the this little ravine, didn't get all the way up to the high ground, so boom, we'll be able to make it out pretty scot-free.
Yep.
And Natsumi is going to be recalled to deal with the illusion push. Start really applying some pressure in all three lanes.
2.5 minutes more on the Aegis.
As TB Illusion's really starting to get to some good work as the tidal wave is not going to catch anything, but you can see these Dagas clearing out the illusions instantly. That's going to be a taunt now. Catches Natsumi, arrow in, doesn't find much, but look at the damage, the control of the boat, catches both cores
Jabz
with
down.
them. They need a little bit more, and they will.
Bye
They
back.
find Jabz. The tidal wave forces 23 out of the base, but it's actually giving him a Sunder target as well as he pops the BKB. No metamorphosis for 30 seconds though, so boom, they're not really concerned with the damage he brings.
Boom did not lose anything.
They didn't lose anything. They lost both.
I mean, all they need to do is wait for another 15 seconds when boat is almost up, then you fully commit. But right now you can just send your illusions, chip the tower. I mean,
Run
they
buff is
feel like
good.
they can just run it.
And they will, the Doom though. It is going to be able to catch Yopaj the stuns onto 2. The disruption is going to be saving 23 Savage for now, but they have managed to find the jump onto Yopaj. Nice jump from Mikoto as the song attempts to reset the fight. The Techie's mind's going off. The arrow does find Mikoto. Natsumi trying to close the gap. The arrow stun, it's too long. 23 doesn't have the damage to really put him down. Xepher and everyone else falling back behind this tanky wall that is all of these Naga illusions. Mushi blinking on forward, daring anyone to make a play. But for now, it's not really your main concern, right? This is your main concern, making sure xNova doesn't die to the Naga illusions, making sure you can handle these things.
Yeah.
There's going to be the Manta style forced out, destroying, starting to bit, pretty good work, but Natsumi, I mean, he just shreds through the buildings, no problem. Torrent onto 2. Oh, and they pulled back Q, but the force staff sees into safety. We still have another game after this. It's going to be Bleed and AG wrapping up our day, but for now, this one, I think, is going to be turning lots of heads. I don't really think many people expected a game 3 here as Yopaj actually is managing to pull back 23 just a bit. Look at the damage. They're blowing it up with the Hex and the boat. He's dead. Winter does not have buyback, and they've even managed to turn Jabz into stone and kill him off.
man.
He's dead.
Boom
without
has done
buyback. Boom, they're doing it. They're going to pull now. Oh, Q off of the high ground with the tidal wave. He's going to try and drag them away, but he is just absolutely surrounded and minced apart by all of Natsumi's illusions. Mushi easily tanks through, and Talon call it. Boom! They find the 2-1 victory. 23 can't believe it. He cannot believe it. Mushi receiving a round of tips.
Mushi is by far the MVP of the series, man. This guy is just so damn good.
Look at them. They can't believe it. Look at Mushi. Yeah, that's the manager giving them some skin right there. Mushi is confident as ever. Says, guys, that's what I've been telling you to do the whole time.